I'm Dora from Headspace. We're teaming up for a brand new bedtime podcast called Wiggle to Wind Down.
Wiggle, 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 stretch. Cozy deep breaths. Bum, bum, bum.
Wiggle to Wind Down is a story-driven, interactive experience you and your kids can do together to support your bedtime routine now and build lifelong sleep skills over time. Kids follow JJ through 3 simple steps that helps their bodies and minds wind down without ever being told it's time for bed. The first step, we wiggle to release energy.
I'm stomping and dancing.
Next, we stretch to calm the body.
Raising my arms up, up, up like butterfly wings. And whoosh.
And finally, we take cozy deep breaths to settle the nervous system.
Deep breath in. And pretend like I'm blowing bubbles.
After each step, kids earn a sleepy star. When all 3 steps are complete, we begin the part they've been waiting for, a cozy, immersive bedtime story to guide them from curiosity to rest. Created with guidance from a child psychiatrist, Wiggle to Wind Down is grounded in what we know about regulation, rest, and sleep in early childhood.
Come wiggle to wind down with me, JJ from CoComelon.
And me, Dora from Headspace. Wiggle to Wind Down launches this October. Listen to Wiggle to Wind Down on the CoComelon YouTube channel, the Headspace app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Boom, there you go. That was a trailer for Wiggle to Wind Down from CoComelon and Headspace. Head over to their YouTubes right now. I'll have the links in the description below so you can go check it out and you can bring down your little one and possibly yourself. I know for me as a dad, it's been crazy days and my mom's out there. You know, days can be crazy. We all got to do this as a family. I love this. Talking to me to talk all about this is the one and only from Headspace, Dr. Jon Kole. How are you today, Dr. Jon?
I'm doing so well. Thank you so much for having me and your excitement about the material.
Oh, I love it because I don't do enough of it. I have to tell myself, my wife, my daughter, like, I just, we're always at the go. As our children, especially at that tender age. My daughter's a teenager now, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But still, she needs to learn to wind down because she's on her phone all the time. Like, I think this is something everybody could learn and appreciate and understand. How did you find yourself with this? I know you've been, you're a pediatrician. You've been involved with this for a while. Can you tell me a little bit about your background before leading into this collaboration with CoComelon?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I have the real honor and pleasure to be the medical director for Headspace. So you mentioned I'm a pediatrician. I'm also an adult and child psychiatrist. And so in my my role, I get to supervise a team of therapists, psychiatrists, coaches, and then we have our amazing suite of content. And sometimes when I'm lucky, I get to be part of opportunities to take skills and tools that we've been using in sessions again and again and again, and try to make them more easily available to everyone and to make them content that you can explore. And so this is one of these partnerships that's really exciting in trying to take some best practices, things that, might have come up in a family therapy session or a parenting skill book, and try to infuse it with the beloved characters of CoComelon.
I absolutely love that. And for those outside parents, speaking for the community at large, for what you guys do with Headspace and now collaborating with CoComelon to reach an even wider audience, I think that's absolutely wonderful. And from me as a parent, thank you. Thank you.
Well, we're very grateful for the opportunities. We Headspace, we are the most research-backed mental health app. We have over 75 studies that just spending time with our content can reduce stress, improve sleep, well-being, heart rate, a lot of really important monitor. And we want everyone to get to benefit. And you mentioned earlier, just like that hectic, crazy feeling in the house, especially when you're trying to wind down. And so the one of the things we're most excited about this content is its opportunity that it's going to provide a little bit of routine and structure that's based on science. You're going to press a button, and then you, as a parent to a little one, are going to get to try and be present and do it with them, right? And that does a couple of things for you. One, it frees you up right? You get to really attend to them and be with them in the moment and notice. You get to take a little bit of playfulness of something that sometimes could have been a battle, right? You now sort of have brought in a character that sometimes is part of a reward to get to watch a little bit, and now it's sort of, oh, this is part of our routine. And you're taking something that sometimes is like around compliance, like do this, do that, and turning instead based on this, built-in component of you earn sleepy stars, right? It's a hey, we did it together. We moved our way through. So the hope is that a parent or a guardian and child dyad, they're really being present with each other and noticing. Maybe you start playing this through, and we have lots of different lessons. You learn that this is the one that most resonates with your kid, or maybe your kid needs a little bit more wiggle time or a little bit more stretch time. We have a routine built within. First, there's an opportunity to wiggle. Then there's an opportunity to stretch, really sort of getting full range of motion sort of tied to the story, but also at a developmental level of the child listener. And then focusing on breathing. All this gradually winding you down before our amazing meditation teacher, Dora, with one of the most soothing and inviting voices you could hear, reads a story that as a sleep cast sort of gradually goes on with the background music. So it's really thoughtfully laid out to let a little person move and wiggle to start, then start to stretch it out, take some breaths, and all the while winning little rewards and praise. So you as a parent can notice what works for your kid, but also be present because the content should do it for you.
Completely love that. Completely adore that, Dr. Jon. I was actually listening to the episode 1 in my car earlier today, and my wife is like, "Are you yawning?" I'm like, "No," but it's absolutely wonderful and accessible. Let me tell everybody right now that CoComelon and Headspace has episode 1 available on their YouTube right now, so you can try it out and check it out and just learn and see just how amazing this product is. I love that of you guys, Dr. Jon. So when you guys first started thinking about this partnership with CoComelon, finding such a beautiful, accessible character that speaks to this new generation, how did y'all kind of come together? Did they reach out to you? Can you tell me how this collaboration kind of came together? And how do you create something like this in the information and having that beautiful stretching at the beginning, like you were saying, to this wonderful story? The narrator is wonderful, by the way. I love her voice, so soothing.
Yes, I agree.
And just all of that. Can you tell me how this all kind of came together in collaboration?
Yeah, well, we know how popular and well-known CoComelon is as providing forms of entertainment. But I think for lots of reasons, they were really interested in the well-being of their viewers. And they thought, well, we'd like to start to offer things that could support the families that really have started to love our show. And so they actually reached us out. Given our track record in meditation and mindfulness, we were sort of and a lot of partnerships for all ages before. I think we were a suitable candidate. So when they came with this idea, we were really excited about it. But we really had a couple of things in mind. We really wanted to focus primarily on audio. So this wouldn't be as much of a screen time battle situation. This would be a tool for a parent that they could use alongside. We really wanted to take the best parts of mindfulness. And those who don't know mindfulness is when you're just paying attention to the present moment, right? And so a lot of these activities that are purposely built around moving your body and noticing your body, around stretching and feeling and the prompts, as you were listening, are sort of like, oh, notice you might feel it here. That's bringing our skills to the present moment. There's tons of evidence, whether it be through app, whether it be through guided practice, that mindfulness does a lot for our brain and body. It helps us regulate our emotions. It helps us really. We look at people's heart rate and brainwave activities. They just settle when people are in the now. We see improvements in attention and focus, and relevant to this context, the sleep gets better as well. So if we can bring, we saw this opportunity as Headspace of like, well, we're going to have a lot of interest in with CoComelon's brand and their, the engaging, beloved characters. And if we can bring what we do best, which is to say that attending to the present moment is a path to wellness, then maybe we could do a little bit of good for all the people who decide to open and listen.
Love that, love that, love that. Dr. Jon, I appreciate you again on behalf of all of us parents out here. We need this information. You know what? If I could tag onto that, so beyond, stretching, breathing, slowing ourselves down, coming off of, the phone, TV, what do you think are there some best practices that you recommend? Like, at what time should the family make sure that they're off of that device, the TV? Like, should you be stop eating at a certain time? Should you stop drinking at a certain? Are there any additional add-ons maybe that we can add beyond just what you're giving with the podcast?
Yeah, I think there's also, on some of the levels of your questions, there's also important ones that are like for adults and for kids. Because some of the time, we do have for adults, we have some good awareness that it's actually really helpful for your body to have a period with less eating right before. But there's sort of a different valence when a child is expressing hunger. We want to validate and make sure that we're creating opportunities that. So I'm going to focus a little bit more on some of the aspects around just building routine. And so firstly, we have to know the family unit, right? Like we can't say this, there's going to be one strategy that works for the family who is someone who's phase shifted or has a parent that's juggling multiple versus, so what we have to first emphasize is what is a routine that you can be consistent for this family? Because building a known routine, that sort of helps all of us get into know what to expect and having that routine built in it. And so what should be part of a routine, right? So parts of your nighttime hygiene, so brushing your teeth, washing your face, a bath, if that's something that's soothing and and can we keep it in a similar routine? Can we use other senses that will prime our body? So, can we always sniff this one candle? We don't have to light it, that when it's sort of only before bed. Now our brain starts to tie this scent right to bedtime. Or, if you've ever watched an Olympic athlete before they perform, right? Maybe they slap themselves or do a particular move. Why? We know that you can train and prepare the body for certain tasks. So if they can prepare for high athletic performance, we could prepare for sleep. So we can use smell. The idea with this building this routine and this content, right, is, their body's going to start to notice that this is the cue when I wiggle, stretch, breathe, and story that my body is trying to get ready for sleep. So those can be purposeful in the activities leading up to sleep. And we can also we can use sounds and scents to our advantage. Another component is with our visual input, right? So we are flooded with other forms of light in this time in human history, right? And so really trying to be purposeful about dimming the lights closer to when the sun sets. And obviously people are going to still have lights on at home, but trying to, be purposeful about how bright it needs to be. And especially, winding the light down as much as a child will tolerate, right? Sometimes children can feel nervous about the dark. And so how can we respect that we want to lower their light cue, but also honor that their feelings matter, and for them, they still might be building up their strength and comfort for sleep. So as you might gather from some of my answer, it's really hard to give you any absolute hard rules, but what I would love a parent to do is have a general plan that fits their world and life, and then sort of look and notice, right? See what works for their kid. We put a lot of effort into this series, and even so, part of me wanted to make sure there was almost a disclosure at the end, like, hey, you parent, hey, you guardian, you could adjust this, right? If a kid wants to stop and go back and go do the wiggle again because they really entered it, do it, right? If they want to stretch double and that's what your kid needs, do it, right? We're trying to give you the framework, but we really want to empower parents to notice, to look at their kid, to notice their kid's emotions and needs, and to try to work together to build a routine that works for them.
I love that. It's about just setting the foundation, the bedrock, and then we can build upon all of that.
Yeah,
Amazing.
and you can adjust and notice because you're gonna be your kid's expert.
Love that, love that, love that. Again, bravo to you, sir. Again, you're doing amazing work with this. Everybody over there at Headspace and CoComelon. How many episodes do we know offhand? Can we talk any particulars or where you all may be going from here and maybe other future Headspace collaboration beyond with CoComelon to just, again, educate and help the public?
Yeah. So this series will have 10 episodes that are going to be gradually released, and then you'll have available. I will say in our family, I got to have a pre-release, and so there's some favorites, and so we're jumping around. So I I think there certainly could be kids. Or when's the next one? And so, sorry for our delayed rollout schedule, but I'm really excited when parents get to have the full 10 and to just deploy at their disposal. I know CoComelon is really also exploring ways to support this. Also, so I can't speak exactly to all of their strategies, but I think they're going to try to also be thinking about cozy music and potentially other related soft pajamas and things like that to help with sensory input as well. But from our focus, we are also hoping to introduce maybe people who have not heard of Headspace, that we have lots of beloved content. So we have sleep sounds, we have various musics, there's sleepscapes, and we have for the adults that are interested and maybe have had a little bit more trouble in their own sleep, we have lots of other materials, like an entire guided program to sleep that's all available in our app. So I think both elements of this partnership are really interested future forward in supporting people in this area.
I love that. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to do and continue to build upon Dr. Jon. I know for myself, I've been using sounds, all kinds of things just to bring myself down from all the insane thoughts of just, overworking myself quite a bit. So really appreciate this. I know I'll be enjoying it as well.
Well, and well done you of sort of noticing what's working for you and then putting it into practice.
Thank you, sir. Yes. Everybody, that is the amazing Dr. Jon Kole with Headspace. Thank you so much, Dr. Jon. I really appreciate your time. Everybody, check out CoComelon and Headspace. Wiggle to wind down. Right now, I have the links in the description below. Episode 1 is free and available on YouTube right now. So you can work that with your child and get us all into sleeping better and doing better. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Jon. I am KUYA P. This is Nerds Rule the World.
Honored.
All right, there's a
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah. Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
yes, sir. Thank you. Awesome. KUYA P, Nerds Rule the World. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more Black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Heather, nice to meet you. Nerds do rule the world.
We do. We're phenomenal, aren't we?
Thank you, Nerds Rule.
Love it.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julian.
Yes.
Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
Absolutely.
And you're right. Nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes.
Yes. Nerds do rule the world. I agree.
We do.
I agree.
We're awesome, aren't we?
Thank you, ladies.
Nerds so much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
And nerds really do rule the world.
Thank you, sir. It's your boy KUYA P, Nerds Rule the World. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
do. They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.
Well, I was good until I saw that this is Nerds Rule the World. So are we talking about, like, everybody you interview is a nerd, right?
Oh, it's a legal requirement. It is.
It's a legal requirement.
Yeah.
Or the second you popped on screen, I was like, wait, are you supposed to be the queen nerd then?
I hope so. My handle is Heather is a nerd, so I am a professional at least.
Okay. But then you enter that whole question of like, well, if you're calling yourself a nerd, are you really a nerd? True nerd, would they call them? I don't know. I'm going to start going cross-eyed.
Going to psychoanalyze this a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm rocking. Again, thank you, Kayla. Dr. Kole, let's have some fun. All right.
Sounds great.
In a 1, 2, 3.